Hello learners, I'm teacher Sharon. This is Form 4 Mathematics Topic 2, which is Statistics 2. And in this lesson, I'm going to take you through calculation of the mean of a grouped data using assumed mean. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to calculate the mean of a given set of data using the assumed mean or working mean given. For example, the masses to the nearest gram of 100 eggs were as follows. So you are given a grouped data here which is already tabulated. We have the mass and their respective frequencies. If you look at the mass given or the masses which are given, you find that they are grouped in classes. Like we have a range 100 to 103, 104 to 107. So we say it is a grouped data, and therefore this is how we approach it. We are told to find the mean of the data using the assumed mean of 109.5. So we draw a table, frequency distribution table. So we'll have the first column with the class, the second column will have the frequency, the third column will have the midpoint, then we'll have the t, the value of t, then we also need a column for ft. So let's have the class. In the first column we have 100 to 103. I'm checking from the table, so we have 104 to 107, 104 to 107. The other one must start from 108, so 108 to 111. So following that sequence, we'll have 112 to 115, then 116 to 119. This is 119. Then we have 120 to 123. Let's check. Yes, that is our last class. So in the next column I will find the midpoint, which will give me x. So this is the midpoint, and this is how you get your midpoint. You take the lower value in a class plus the upper value, you divide by 2. So we have 100 plus 103, which is 203. I divide by 2, it will give me 101.5. so this is 101.5. 104 plus 107 divided by 2 will give me 105.5, that is 105.5. 108 plus 111 divided by 2 will be 109.5. 112 plus 115 divided by 2 gives us 113.5. so 113, this is a 3.5. Then we have 116 plus 119, then we divide by 2, and it will give us 117.5. 120 plus 123 divided by 2 gives us 121.5. So now we have the values of x, and we realize that 109.5, which is our assumed mean, is among the values of x. Now this next we'll go to f, which is the frequency in the next column. So we have 1. I'm checking from the table. The first frequency is 1, 15, 42. So 1, we go to 15, we have 42, then 31, 8 and 3. This is 31, we have 8, and lastly 3. Now we need to get the value of t, which is given by t given by x minus assumed mean. So it is x minus the assumed mean. Let me make it clear. We extend this one so that we can create enough space. This is x minus the assumed mean, and the assumed mean is given as 109.5. So our x for the first class is 101.5. We take away 109.5, and that will give us negative 8. 105.5 minus 109.5 gives us negative 4. 109.5 minus 109.5 is a 0. 113.5 minus 109.5 gives us 4. Then we have 117.5 minus 109.5, which is 8. And lastly 121.5 minus 109.5, which is 12. So this is the value of t. We need to get ft, that is frequency multiplied by t. For the first one, we have 1 multiplied by negative 8, which is negative 8. 15 multiplied by negative 4, which is negative 60. 42 multiplied by 0 gives us 0. 31 multiplied by 4, which is 124. We have 8 multiplied by 8, which is 64. And lastly 3 multiplied by 12 to give us 36. In the next step, we are supposed to get the summation of ft, which is sigma ft, and the summation of f, sigma f. So if you add the frequencies, you are supposed to get 100, because you were told these masses were recorded from 100 eggs. So sigma f is 100. For sigma ft, we need to use a calculator to add negative 8 plus negative 60 plus 0 plus 124 plus 64 plus 36, and this gives us 156. So to get the mean of this given data, we'll take our assumed mean plus the summation of ft divided by the summation of f, which will be equal to 109, which is our assumed mean, 0.5, plus our sigma ft is 156, so we divide by sigma f, which is 100, and this will be equal to 109.5 plus 1.56, and our final answer will be 111.06. So this is the mean, 111.06, and it marks the end of our lesson. Thank you for your attention.